If you've ever looked at a sports card in July or August and paid full price for it and thought, I swear this card was cheaper a few months ago, this video is about avoiding that moment. May is one of the most overlooked months in the sports card market. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, the NFL offseason hype is starting to build, and baseball is just getting going. But because all the attention on what's happening right now, a lot of cards are still sitting at lower prices. This is one of those windows where timing alone can save you a lot of money. Not because anything crazy is happening, but because certain players are out of the spotlight, inventory is sitting, and sellers are quietly adjusting prices on cards people will be paying more for later in the summer. I learned this the hard way for years, paying peak prices during the season for cards I could have got cheaper a few months earlier. That's what made me start paying a lot more attention to this time of the year. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 sports cards worth hoarding in the month of May, not because they're hot right now, but because this is usually when they're cheapest before the next run up. If you're new here, my name is Eric Michael. I've been buying and selling sports cards since 2015, and since 2020, I've helped thousands of people learn how to do the same. And if you want the full list and breakdown of everything I'm looking at, I put together a free PDF in the description below so you can save it and reference it later. Without further ado, let's get into it. Card number 1. You don't see me talk about this that much, but a 2023 Connor Bedard Young Guns PSA 10. This is a card that had a high of $940 during the hockey season. Hockey season's over. Hockey playoffs are going on. This card right now, while I'm speaking, is around $600. And usually hockey is not the biggest sport, but I believe getting in low could have some good upside in a few months from now. That's number 1. Number 2, this is a kind of a few cards in one. Ace Bailey, Cedric Coward, and Jeremiah Fears, their Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10s. You could really do any variation, but their Topps Chrome Refractors, the regular refractor, Ace Bailey does $230, Cedric Coward does $130, Jeremiah Fears does $80. These guys all will have high speculation and a lot of hype around July, August. I can see their cards going up, especially Ace Bailey. His cards really aren't that cheap right now. They're not expensive either, kind of somewhere in the middle. But the Jazz are going to be a pretty good team next year. They have a lot of really good young pieces. I could see his cards going a little crazy, but it's insane that all the money's being put on Con Knuppel and Cooper Flag. But while everyone zigs, if you zag, I think there's good opportunity to make some money. Number 3, hockey again. Macklin Celebrini 2024 Young Guns PSA 10. This card's a little bit more expensive. You could get the PSA 9 or Raw as well, but those prices can kind of vary all over the price. But this card had a high of $2,300 during the season. It's actually on its way down right now. The last sale is $1,500. Similar to Connor Bedard, I think a card like this could have some decent potential upside come around July, August, September as we get closer to the hockey season. Number 4, this is someone I've talked about a little bit, is a Bo Nix Prism PSA 10, really any variation, but his Silver Prism PSA 10 is still hovering around $500. It really has not went up since January. Part of the reason being is because he got injured. The hype's kind of off him. Drake May is very exciting. Jackson Dart, Shedeur Sanders, Tyler Shook. People are throwing their money at those guys. So once again, while everyone zigs, you should zag, especially they got Jalen Waddle, who's an elite receiver. Bo Nix should have a really good year, but I believe his hype could gain a lot in July and August, and you can make a pretty penny if things go right. That's number 4. Number 5, 2020 Jordan Love Contenders PSA 10, similar to Bo Nix, hasn't went up really at all since the beginning of the offseason. And the Packers are, once again, going to be a pretty good team. They really are every single year. And this card is kind of cheap. It's at $836, the last sale while I'm talking. This card at one point was worth over $2,000 pretty easily. Jordan Love, he's a solid quarterback. He's exciting. People like him. I think there could be a good opportunity to buy this card now and sell it in July and August. Number 6, this is a specific card. 2021 Trevor Lawrence Silver Prism PSA 10. These cards are very hard to grade, and there weren't as many silvers back then, 5 years ago. So this card is much shorter printed than silvers are today. And then also, PSA 10s were really hard to come by from that year of 2021. These cards were really, really hard to grade. So because of that, and also because the Jaguars are expected to have a good year, I could see his value rising. His value hasn't went up yet since the beginning of the offseason. This card right now is worth about $900. I actually bought one a few months ago for about $750, so you could see it's on its way up. Last card, number 7, CJ Stroud Prism PSA 10. This is a hunch of mine, and this is not financial advice, so anything I say, don't take it to heart. These are just my opinions. But CJ Stroud, I think the Texans are going to have the best year in football. I think they're going to be the best team in football. I think they're absolutely loaded. I think people really aren't seeing that right now. CJ Stroud cards are very, very cheap. It kind of reminds me of Sam Darnold last year. Darnold and Stroud, I'm not saying these guys are Patrick Mahomes, but they're on loaded, loaded teams. I could see his cards going up a lot in value, and even during the season. And I don't say that much at all. Once again, this is not financial advice, so don't blindly dump all your money into these guys. This is just my opinion, and I am wrong all the time. Keep that in mind. Hopefully that helped you out. There's a free PDF down below in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Cool. Hopefully that helped you folks out. And now the callers. Eric suckered me into buying his program. Sorry, Randy. I actually saw you buy the program when we did that training the other night. But it will if you think what I tell you on this podcast is good, wait till you go through that program. It's the paid stuff is 10 times better than the free stuff, because I can only do so much here. But let's see, we got some callers. All right, we got. Hold on. Does it matter which side? Right. Hold on, guys. We're about to get to you. It's coming. All right, we got Michigan. Oh, whoops. I think I hung up on you, Michigan. Michigan. There we go.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You are live.
Hey, Eric. Yeah, James Walton here from Nashville. How you doing?
Hey, it sounds like you're in a tunnel or something.
Let me put it on the speaker.
Okay.
There you go. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, it's better. What's up, man?
Hey, man. So I got a couple cards out to get graded at PSA. And looking for the best way to sell these, whether it be like I see these consignment places like Probenstein.
Oh, Probstein.
Right.
Yeah, Probstein.
Yeah, like offering. You get 95%, where eBay's you're getting about 87% of the sale value. What do you recommend for that? Like selling these once I get them back from PSA?
Well, it depends what the cards are, but the best method to sell is doing it yourself and getting people's contact information so you can sell more cards to them in the future. Because when you sell a card to somebody they just pay you Venmo or PayPal or whatever with no fees. So that's the best option to sell. But it's a little bit more of a long-term game, obviously, because you need to do the work up front.
Right. What are your thoughts on those consignment?
Oh, they're
places?
good. They're all good.
Okay.
I mean, it's not some magical place where if you have $100 card, they're going to sell it for $300. A card's going to sell what it sells for, but there's just less fees, so it's better than selling yourself on eBay.
Okay, that's attractive then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. I'm watching the show right now.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. New Jersey. I see the California guys have not woken up yet. Takes them a little bit.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, how are you?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
Kiva.
One more time, Kiva?
Akiva.
Akiva. What's up, Akiva?
Quick question. What are the best buys right now to send in to get graded?
It's a very direct question. What's your budget?
I have like $2,000 to spend.
You said 2,000?
Yeah.
So
I bought a lot of flags yesterday. I sent those to get graded.
Yeah, that's a decent option. I like. I'd probably be going after like 2024 quarterbacks. Like I like Bo Nix a lot. I like Cam Ward. He's 2025. The guys that haven't went up in value yet. I'd say Cam Ward is the easiest guy to find. He has tons of cards out there to be graded. His stuff isn't really hype. People aren't buying him too much. So I see there's opportunity for that stuff to go up in value as well. So Cam Ward, Bo Nix. I still like Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix as well. That's where I'd go if it was me.
All right. Perfect.
All right, Akiva. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Man, you guys watching this, The Michael Jackson movie just came out. You must see it. It's played by his nephew. Michael Jackson, the character, is played by his real nephew. Insane. They look similar. They talk similar. They move similar. The guy was dancing out of control. It was insane. If you're an MJ fan, even if you're not an MJ fan, you should see that movie. It's really good.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You are live.
What's up, Eric? So tell me if I messed up, man. Tell me if I messed up.
Uh-oh.
So I had a crack ice Wimby, the rookie Wimby PSA 9, and it was going for like 400 at the time. And I took it to a car show, and people wanted me to, receive 350, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going for real. So, I'm thinking about your advice and everything, and I traded straight up for an Ace Bailey Gold Pulsar PSA 9 that somebody was like selling around like 400 and everything. And Ace Bailey might go up, right? So I got that and everything, and then and so that's just my first instance. So what do you think about that instance? Is that a good?
So yours was the crack, the ice Prism 2023.
Yes, sir.
And okay, so this card sells for. I'm just looking at what it sells for. It does like 350 to 400 in that range, and then the Ace Bailey was numbered to what?
It's numbered to 50. It's a gold pulsar.
Sounds like you did well, but let's see. So let's see here. A PSA 9 did 345. Then Raw did 170. So I'd rather have Ace Bailey than Victor Wembanyama, but in this case, I don't like the trade because the one it's not like the worst thing in the world. It's not like you're gonna lose a ton of money or anything. But so PSA 10 did $800, and there's one PSA 9 sale. Usually the first PSA 9 sale or the first sale of anything does the most. And because I see Raws are one like 130, 140, 150, a PSA 9 is not double Raw. It's probably like 50% more with a card like this at best. So I could see the next sale being a lot lower. But with that said, I would sell the card ASAP while you still have that sale there to maximize on it. Because I could see the next sale doing like 250, 260, to be blunt.
Even if they get like a high pick in the lottery, you think?
Yeah, just because they just haven't been sales. So I could see that card like going down to like 250, 240, and then it crawling back up to like 280, 290, maybe 300 in August, September. That'd be what I would guess.
Okay, so get rid of it. Okay.
Yeah, but you still have time. I mean, you still have the last sale. Someone will pay you that last sale, so it's not really the end of the world.
Okay, and I got one more question. Yeah. So, like, I came up on like $300. Like, it wasn't nothing illegal or nothing, but like I thought about like investing in the card and everything. So I seen this Prism Zebra Cam Ward. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm thinking about your advice, and he said Cam Ward. So I bought it. It looked good at the time when I was at the show and everything, but when I got home, I looked and it was like a slight smudge on the surface. If you blink, you'll miss it. And then on the back, it was two slight dimples on the back. But like you can't really tell unless you're like examining it, and like if you blink, you'll miss it. So like I'm rubbing the smudge off. I mostly got it off and everything. You can't really see anything.
Yeah.
Because I know surface damage is like will kill you in grading and stuff.
Yep.
And like I feel like I can survive with the dimples and everything, because like it's a Zebra Cam Ward, and none of them have been graded yet. So
which one is it? Is it what's the picture of him doing? Is he looking forwards or looking to the side?
I think it's the Premier.
Oh, Premier.
Yeah, Premier level Cam Ward.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I just need to see it, but it sounds like you should send it in for grading. It sounds like there's like a 25% chance it gets a 10 if those dimples are really small. Once again, it's hard for me to say without seeing it, but I would most likely send it in for grading.
See, that's my thing. Like I let my intrusive thoughts win, and I sent it in for grading without talking to you and
That's
everything.
okay. That's okay.
You think it's okay?
You gotta let it rip and live and learn, right? So, but I think I would send it in for grading if it was mine. Sounds like.
Okay. But yeah, that was all my questions. I'm kind of sad about the Wendy now because I know he can go up.
Once again, it's just my educated guess. I am wrong plenty of times, but I would like I don't know how much more Wemby's gonna go up, but I would just sell the Ace Bailey now before there's the next sale.
Okay, and I'm sorry. Do you have time for one last question, or you gotta get to other comments?
Yeah, do it.
So I got this 2024 Select WNBA Caitlin Clark Silver Flash PSA 10.
Okay.
And like I know like Caitlin Clark has the potential to be like, one of the most iconic WNBA players of all time. So should I just sit on it or just sell it before the season, or should I sell it if she's in like the MVP talks and everything?
You're talking to somebody I'm going to give you the same answer to that question every single time. I don't hold people that are playing. I sell right away. So
okay,
yeah,
so
I don't hold anybody. Yep.
Okay, so sell it before the season. Did the season already start? Or
I don't think so. I think it starts soon.
Okay. All right, but that's it. Appreciate the advice, man.
Cool, man. Sounds good. Yeah, call back in the future. Let me know how it all goes.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, man. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated.
Yo, Eric.
What's up, Drew?
Yo, brother. I hope you had a good weekend.
What'd you say? Oh, yes, I did. I did have a good weekend. Thank you very much.
I just got yesterday back one of those Cooper flag blue X fractors from the top submission.
Yep.
Now it looks like the Rookie of the Year award goes off tonight. So I got a bit of a dilemma.
It won't do anything to his value.
Do you think the hype train it'll start going down? So I guess you want me to submit it to grading and not just throw it up tonight on eBay?
That's what I would do if it was mine. Yeah.
All right, because I saw like the raw maybe. I don't know. Maybe if it comes back at 10, it's worth 7. If it's a 9, it's only worth like $350. But I could probably sell it for $500 or $600 tonight. You think it's worth more than $700 because that's all the X fractors.
Yeah,
because I sold 3 of the X fractors, and after fees and all, I was only clearing like $600 and something off them. Still a nice profit. I only paid $100 for them.
How does the card look?
It's perfect. It just came. I just got it yesterday in the mail, and Topps actually did a great job with it. If anybody's got them coming, so.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me just see the value of what these cards are selling for.
Yeah, there's no 10 sales yet. There's no,
blue extra. I don't see it on Market Movers.
Yeah, there hasn't been any sales yet, so.
No, I'm just looking at the raw sales. So I assume the raw cards were. Yeah, actually, if your card's freaking clean as can be, I would send it in. If you're not 90% sure it's gonna get a 10, I would sell it tonight because if when it comes back as a PSA 9, it'll probably be worth like $300, $250. So, but you could sell it now for like $450, $500. So it just depends on the condition. But if it's not perfect, I would actually, I would sell it tonight.
I think it's perfect, but then we got to talk about the grading fees. Now, which one would I do? Would I want to get it back before everybody else? Am I going to pump another $100 into getting it back in 15 days or so?
Let's see. If it was mine, I would. Let me look at the grading stuff right now. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Let me see here. I'm gonna tell you to be aggressive. You're not gonna have the first one back. I can tell you that. Because people have already sent it. But yeah, I would. I mean, this sounds crazy.
It's a tough one.
I would use the 100. I would use the Express and just be really aggressive.
All right, I'm gonna do that then. I like to gamble. I like the aggression.
There you go.
So I'm gonna do that. All right.
Cool.
I'll send it off today. One more question, brother. I got Drew Moss cards going. YouTube, Instagram, doing the whatnot, the eBay, all that stuff. Set up the LLC, the EIN. Yep. What's my next step? Do I start taking out business credit cards and trying to learn how to get, what do I do next?
So you set up an EIN, you got your LLC, right?
Yep, I got breaker mats made, card stands. I got all my socials made, started doing YouTube, putting videos up on YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff.
What's your end goal?
My end goal is to retire from the docks and replace my income I was making 150 at my job and replace it completely move completely into sports cards.
Well, did you set up a business bank account?
A business bank account? No, not yet.
Wait, hold on, Drew. 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry. Say what? Sorry, Drew. 1 second. I just have to log into something on my computer. Okay. So, yeah, set up business bank account. If your goal is to quit your job, the fastest way you're going to do that is by going to card shows, to be honest with you. You want to be just hitting every card show you could on the weekend. And in terms of getting business credit, that's I don't want to sit here and give you financial advice. I could just tell you what I did. I leveraged a lot of credit in my day to get cards back from grading and buy cards. But the problem is when you leverage credit, you have to pay off your credit card in 30 days. And grading takes longer than 30 days. So leveraging credit could be kind of risky. The safe, it's just a question for you. If you like to gamble, sure, do it. If the smarter and safer approach, I would say, is literally just either, if it was me, like I could tell you what I would do. And I hate working for people so much. I would literally drive DoorDash and Uber all damn day outside of my job, outside of my regular job, and have no life. And I would literally, all I would do is work out and work and just save up every single penny till I get a bankroll of, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, which doesn't take as long as you might think if you're grinding like crazy. And, you just have to, so you don't have to risk paying any credit card fees. And you can just,
Well, I got a high overhead, 3 kids, stay-at-home wife, big mortgage, car, all that stuff.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to rack up that kind of money, but.
Well, what if you just, it's why I always tell people that want to start a business, it's easier to do it before you get married and have kids. Yeah. It only gets harder as life goes on. My friend is experiencing that right now. He's trying to start a business and he has a 1-year-old kid and then he has another one on the way. And I'm like, man.
That's the thing. Even when I kill it and make $1,500 off a card, it just goes so quick,
How much do you need to make per year to quit your job?
120K minimum.
See, the thing is, you want to be going to card shows, and it might be tough with kids traveling to card shows. So, but really, you got to go to card shows, and you're going to need at least a bankroll of like 15, 20 grand to start if you want to be able to. But you got to be going to card shows every weekend. If you go to card shows like 2-3 times a week, 2-3 times a month, you could make 10 grand a month.
Yeah, honestly, getting close to the point where I could just cash out my annuity and walk away and take the hundreds of grands and move it in, but I need to know what I'm doing first. But I guess I'll take it one step at a time.
Are you in the program?
No, I'm considering it though.
Well, I'm not here to I'm not here to sit and sell you something, but you're not poor, and I could tell you that going and doing it yourself without having a coach guiding you, you could learn it, right? I did. I'm not a genius, but it will take you much, much longer and much more trial and error and losing money to get there rather than just paying up front for consulting and a step-by-step of exactly what to do so you avoid mistakes. So I would consider it. Honestly, I usually don't tell.
Give me a call after the show?
What'd you say?
Can you have them give me a call after the show?
Yeah, I'll have a coach. Do you want a coach or a salesperson to call you?
I don't know. Maybe a salesperson.
Okay, I'll have our best our best salesperson that knows the most about cards call you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, sir.
I'll have him shoot you a call. Then you can just decide if it makes sense. But I'm, you've heard me on this podcast before. I usually turn people away from the program, but if you're trying to do what you're talking about, it makes sense if you just get the upfront knowledge.
Yeah, it's too hard on my own. I don't have the time with kids.
Oh yeah, and then and sports cards it's confusing. All these different variations and what to buy. A million players coming out packs. There's a lot going on. So it's not just
So if I do the card shows, leave the wife and kids at home, and just fly out or do it myself or whatever.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. Especially if you do cards full time, like your work days are really the weekends at card shows, and during the week you're home and you can spend more time with your kids. It's just kind of opposite. But also, you can bring your kids to the card shows once you get moving and you start to make more cash. You could, the card shows only run 9 to 5. You could do things afterwards. Go to see different cities with your family. It's kind of fun. So.
Sounds a lot better than working down the docks, brother. Thank you so much for your help, and have him give me a shout, and I'd like to join.
All right, yeah, I'll tell him to shoot you a call.
All right, thank you, brother.
Later, Drew.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Beat it, beat it, beat it. I think the queue is open after this caller. You shy people. No one wants to be defeated. Just don't feed your kids, bro. That's Randy's advice. Just don't feed your kids, Drew, or just move to Australia and just go ghost. That's also another. That'll also get you to quitting your job faster, right?
Telephone number 33.
Did you do that, Randy? Is that why you're recommending it? Did it work out for you? You have Eric. You are live.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
Jeremy from Louisiana.
Jeremy, what's up, dude? How can I help?
Got a quick question for you. So I've been doing the sports card thing for almost a year now.
Yep.
I'm just starting to get into actually setting up at shows.
Nice.
So this is my first kind of preseason doing, as far as football goes. That's so I have a show coming up this weekend, and I hear a lot of people talk about how you should hold your football cards to closer to the season because you're going to get max for them at that time.
Yep.
Is that something you recommend, or just bring what I got and don't even worry about that and just flip?
No, it's not what I recommend. So what's your budget for buying cards?
2 to 5. I mean, two to $3 grand right now, probably. As far as what cash I have.
Gotcha. So it's not what I recommend. So the fastest way to make money is grading. So like if you're buying cards, getting them graded, bringing these graded cards to shows and selling, that is probably the fastest, but it takes a lot of time way to make money. But if you have a card of Bo Nix, let's say today, that's worth $500, and let's say in 3 months from now, it's going to be worth $700. What most people do, because they don't understand how money works, is they don't want to sell it today because they can make more money in 3 months from now. So they'll go and wait and sell it for $700 in 3 months. But what they don't realize is you could take the $500 today and use it to make much more than $200 in the next 3 months. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the present value of money or opportunity cost. There's a few different words for it. But you want to sell right away. The reason I say to sell or to buy while guys are low in the off season is because you're going to send cards off for grading, right? They're going to be at grading for 1, 2, maybe even 3 months if you're unlucky. Let's buy things that are either going to stay the same or have a chance of going up, right? If you were listening to this podcast in January or February, I used to talk about buying Jaden Daniels all the time. His value is up 40, 50% since then. So if you had a bunch of cards at grading of Jaden Daniels, some got 9s, some got 10s. Even the ones that got 9s, you're making 40% on your money. In the 10s, forget it. You're making like triple, quadruple your money. So that's why you buy when things are low, just so you're giving yourself the best odds of getting something back from grading that's going to be worth more rather than getting something back from grading that's going to be worth less. So many people in sports cards, they just buy what's new, what's hot. It takes 2 months to get the card graded, and then they get it back. It may have got a 10, but the guy's value is worth half, and they break even. So, does that help?
Yeah, definitely. And I got one more question.
Yeah.
So I've been sending cards through my local card shop to get graded. They charge me about $2 a card, which to me isn't that bad. But I've been looking at doing it myself.
Yep.
But you got to pay for the yearly to be able to do the bulk value and stuff. I mean, is that something I should just go ahead and do and just start doing it myself?
So the short answer is yes. To be honest, I've talked this to thousands of people, and most of the successful people do it themselves. There's a handful of people. What they do is the more expensive cards they buy. Let's say any card that's like $100 or more, they'll do it themselves. And then when they buy bulk cards, like $20, $30, $40, $50 cards to get graded, they'll let a consignment or card shop handle that part of it. So, but most people do it themselves. To be honest,
Gotcha.
the successful ones, in my experience.
Right. Okay, awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. I've been listening for about 6 months now, and I appreciate all you do.
Well, cool, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know how it all goes. Any other questions in the future, feel free to call in.
All right, appreciate it, Eric.
All right, have a good one. Bye-bye. Did you ever see MJ snap on stage? Like, pow, pow, and moonwalk? It's crazy. That movie was captivating, as you could tell. I can't stop. I can't get him out of my head now. Or a Smooth Criminal, and he was like that with the hat. Yep, get me a hat. Someone get me a hat. I'm just gonna start off the podcast like this with a nice little lean.
Oh, you're big Antonio Alaniz.
You know, I think he had something in his shoes. He definitely had something in his shoes when he was when he was leaning. Like, look at this. You're gonna sit here and tell me that was Antonio, by the way. Look at this. He didn't have something in his shoes here? What's going on here? Look at this. Oh, let's see. 20 degrees normal limit. Oh, he had a hitch. See that copy bending with a straight spine. Like, this looks crazy. I should start off the podcast like this. And we should start singing. Like, no, this is crazy. But what? I don't get it. How does his foot stay in the shoe? Does anyone know how this works? Are there any not physicians, people who are good with physics here? Because this is crazy. If anyone knows, here's how Michael Jackson performed. I still don't get it. What's that shoe doing? Yeah, I might get those shoes. Nope, sorry. Antonio, I'm waiting for you to call back. By the way, guys, the queue is open. The queue is open for once. So if anyone wants to call, let your boy know. Just don't feed your kids. Breastfeeding, bro. I'm locked in. Randy, you should be a relationship coach, like a parenting coach. I'd pay you. My hamstrings will pop off with that MJ lean. I think all of ours would. Yeah, that's funny. What's up, Antonio?
Hey, what's going on, Eric?
What up?
Hey, how's the health quest going? It's been a minute since you talked about it.
Oh yeah. Quick up. So I paid I'm not gonna say names, but I paid this holistic doctor, right? I kind of talked about that, and they kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not gonna lie, right? Because the way these holistic doctors make money is they charge you an upfront fee to do like a consultation, whatever, but then they continually sell you supplements, which is fine, But they were selling me so many supplements, it was fucking crazy. And there was like 15 supplements, and I was like, this is rubbing me the wrong way. I asked a few people, and they were saying some of these supplements were BS. And then so then I was like, you know what? So the holistic doctor, the main thing I learned from this holistic doctor is, by the way, I appreciate you asking. I like to talk about this stuff. But the thing I learned was not anything about the supplements, but truly how to eat healthy. So before this doctor, I was eating like 80% healthy, but I thought there's little things that you don't know when you're eating that are actually bad for you. Like ketchup has all this bullshit in it. You think it's just tomatoes. It's not. And like buffalo sauce, I'd put it on my chicken, but it has all this bullshit in it. So through
those
this,
are two things I kind of go every week with.
yeah, yeah, exactly, same. So when I thought I was eating healthy, like grilled chicken with buffalo sauce, I kind of wasn't. It was kind of healthy, but this holistic doctor had a 90-page PDF that step by step drew out exactly what's healthy versus not healthy and the types of food you should be getting. So my girlfriend took it and really ran a mile with it, and now she makes all this food that's like really, really clean and healthy. So with the doctor, I said, you know what, these supplements are crap. I'm going to stop taking them. I stopped taking them. I felt just as good. So I determined the value I got from the holistic doctor had nothing to do with the supplements, but just by truly learning how to eat healthy. So now my diet, my Monday through Saturday of eating clean and my Sunday cheat day, that Monday through Saturday is like really, really clean now. It's like 100% clean instead of 80%. And my cheat day, I still do. And then I took it a step further, and now I pay a personal, like, uh, almost personal health coach or personal doctor that's on standby for me at all times. I know this is a little overkill, but basically she's taking my blood, this and that, and she just manages my energy. So I have something called a Whoop. You know what the Whoop is? The little watch thing?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, this thing I'll show the audience, and it's connected to a dashboard so she could see how well I slept, my energy, this and that. And basically what she's always trying to get my energy to be optimal, not through taking Adderall or drinking coffee or anything like that. Um, and especially like when I travel, right? Like in 2 weeks, I'm speaking at this thing in California. Well, I got to fly there, get up, speak. How she has all these methods of avoiding jet lag and just keeping your energy optimal at all times. But I do pay her a lot of money.
That's solid info right there.
Yeah. So that's how the health journey has been going. It's taken a little bit of a pivot, but I truly learned how to eat healthy, and having a girlfriend that loves to cook and cooks for me every night is very, very helpful because she takes all the organic ingredients and she's got something new every night, like almond flour burritos with eggs in them, and she meal preps for me every single day, and I have breakfast and lunch meal prepped for, and dinner she cooks every day. So that is very helpful.
It's no longer the old school just boiled chicken, white rice, and veggies, right? Like, man, you can actually eat good and eat well and have a badass menu.
Yeah, it's not that. If you really want to take it like to the extreme, which I get it, like it's not for most people, but I truly like love being as energetic as possible and feeling as good as possible. There's really a method. Like through this health journey, I learned that white rice is actually not that great for you. You want to stick to brown rice. I forget the reasoning why, but yeah, it's been
but now really narrowing it down. But the only crazy thing I think I remember, because I have a Garmin, I had the Whoop for a little bit too, but somehow it knows like when you have a beer or 2 beers.
Yeah, dude, it knows
every time. I don't know how your body reacts to it when you're drinking it, or fucking it knows you're putting something to your fucking lips, but the next night it will say, hey, you slept like shit. And it's just true because you don't ever hit REM, if you have some alcohol in your body. Yeah. Process it out. And I was like, how does it know? So that's, something I can take away from the
and it knows what sport I'm playing. Like, it'll know I'm playing ping pong, or it'll know I'm playing tennis, or it'll know I just played basketball. It's crazy. And actually, the biggest thing I learned actually is not eating healthy is half of it, and the other half is how long before bed you ate. So when you eat an hour before bed, you get shitty sleep because your body is spending time digesting instead of resting. It sounds stupid, but it's very, very true. And and it's hard for me because I get back from the office or playing tennis like 8 p.m. and dinner's kind of ready, and I rush it and I try to be in bed at 9:30. But I'm taking like these. If you stretch and you go on a 10-minute walk, you could break down food a lot faster. But yesterday's a great example. So yesterday, I ate like shit. I had ice cream. I had a big cheeseburger, mac and cheese, and fries. But the last meal I had was at 5 o'clock. I stopped eating at 5 o'clock. I stretched. I walked my dog. Food was totally digested. And yesterday, I set a record for my Whoop. You could probably tell by my energy. I had a 97% sleep score, which my previous record was 91%. Yeah. So, and I ate like shit yesterday. So, but my body was fully digested. I ended up going to bed at 8:45. So,
you sound like you're firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, I am. I am.
Everybody probably hates me right now for tying you up like this. I just got a real quick question.
Yeah, do it.
I work better with just a point A to point B.
Yep.
Like I can't really come up with my own workouts. I got to have so many programs, so forth. So for this one, I'm buying should I just stick to, before it's almost over, I know you got like 2 weeks left, to just a couple players and just keep honing in on them? Because I'll have scat brain. I'll be on eBay and I'm shopping, and then they're like, hold on, check out this Patrick Mahomes or check out this Josh Allen, the blue chip guys. I'm like, oh, let me go down that hole, and I kind of get off course from, Cam Ward and Bo Nix 2024 Caleb Williams, when I see their 2025 stuff, and I'm like, it's almost getting too much in the candy store, and I'm like, all right, let me get back to the tunnel of who should I just really stick to and just hone in on one for this before the season is up, or before the buying season is up.
Yeah, I would well, you could buy 2025 stuff. I would just buy the older 2025 stuff. Like, I'm currently looking at, like darts and Ward Prism cards. Like, I was looking for them at the card show. I almost bought a big one, but the guy was wanting way too much money. Because everyone's, everyone zigs, you zag, and everyone's buying the Topps Chrome stuff. But the Prism stuff is just as valid and it's very liquid. So just don't buy the Topps
Chrome. Stick to like 2 or 3 guys and just hone in on that.
Yeah,
and then, not worry about, because that's what I mean. Like, I start seeing the other blue chip guys, like you said, like, I was like, oh, let me see a gold Jordan Love, but it's not his rookie year. It's just like out of last year. And I'm like, oh, let me see a gold Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen.
Yeah, I would avoid.
Got off course again.
I would avoid that stuff. It's not you can't make money. It's just there's more money in the rookie stuff. So I'd be, if you want direct advice, Prism, Cam Ward, that's one. Really, any Prism of the quarterbacks, really. Dart, Shador.
Just the rookies.
Yeah, I would go after. I like Bo Nix right now. His value hasn't went up much. And if you want a little bit riskier, I like Penix as well for his value to go up a little bit more. So like Nix, like Bo Nix, and any Prism 2025 to grade, I like a lot right now. And then buying already graded.
Even if stuff that doesn't say rookie.
Wait, say it again.
So it would say 2024 on the back of the card, right? Because it would have the rookie card. So it would say the 2025 that just came out.
For who?
Bo Nix.
Yeah, his rookie's 2024. So not the 25 stuff. So
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I you said 25. It came out in 25, but
some of it did, some of it didn't, but you'll see on the back it says 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it just weird though, because like a lot of his cards, his numbers are kind of like barely breaking even. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Wait, say it again. What's breaking?
Like some of his cards are barely like doubling over. So like there's some that are
like which ones? Bo Nix?
Yes.
Well, you just have to stick to the good stuff. So Prism's gonna be hard to find. So I'd like good luck. It's probably not gonna happen. But like Select, like if I go on my, let me pop open my tab here. So if you just type in like Bo Nix Select 2024, and let's just pull up a random card. So let's go to newly listed. Let's do minimum like $75. And let's just find the first raw card we see. Let's do that one's lower numbered. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just look at cards that are not graded. And let's pull up one. Let's do one that's not as okay. Broncos club level zebra. I have no idea what this card sells for, but Knicks club zebra select. This card does. The last one did $250, and I don't know if there's any PSA 10s. And the last PSA 10 in November did $550. So
it was like kind of close. Is that right? That sounds about right.
Yes, but the key is the gem rates on a lot of these select cards are like 60%. So they're easier to grade. This may not be a great example, but a lot of the $100, $150 cards, like the blue and red shock, I don't even know if that's a card, do really well.
That's true.
And then also Mosaic is another one.
Mosaic.
Yeah. And then what you could do as well is you could reverse engineer it. So like if you type in like Bo Nix, like this is what I do if I don't know what to buy. Type in Bo Nix PSA 10 2024 on eBay, then go to completed item or sold items, and then go to ended recently and just look what PSA 10 sold recently. So you could see let's take a look at some random card. So an Uptown Bo Nix 2024 just auctioned for $650. I would then go to Card Ladder and just see what does this card actually sell for raw, and then I would just if it So the last one to 269. So you could basically double your money, but the gem rates on these are high. And then I would go and find them. So you're looking at the PSA 10s first. You could also do it that way.
Sounds good. I was just making sure. I was like, all right, it sounds like it's just cutting close. These ones, yeah, you're gonna double your money. It's good gem rates.
Yeah. It's but keep in mind that the hope is you get it back and it's worth more than today.
That's what I'm getting at. Okay, so not to because it's gonna build, so he's gonna shoot up, and then that value also will shoot up as the hype builds.
Well, there's no guarantees, obviously.
No guarantees, but that's the mindset.
Yeah. So, but I wouldn't buy anything unless you could double your money today if you got it back from grading and it's sold. So,
okay.
Yes. So hopefully that makes sense.
It does. Okay. Yes, I'm narrowed it down. Perfect. Stay away from them other guys.
Yep, that's what I would do. Topps Chrome.
Don't go down that neighborhood.
Yep.
Okay. I appreciate you, man.
All right, Antonio. Thanks for calling.
Have a good week, brother.
You too.
Yeah.
Beat it. No one wants to be defeated.
Hello, Eric.
There he is. I just saw your comment. I'm gonna be height maxing soon. Is that where you do everything in your power to get taller?
Dude, I mean, clavicular. I don't know if you ever seen some of that content.
Yeah. I know who he is. He does like.
You can put the 6-inch stilettos on, and boom, bro, you're 6 foot. So
I know.
It's just an idea.
Dude, you know what I regret? One thing I regret. So I'm 5'6.5" to be exact, right? People think I'm taller just because I'm in front of a camera all the time, so it gives you a sense of authority. But so when I would go to bars when I was single, I hope my girlfriend's not listening to this. So I'm gonna kill myself if she is. But I used to do really well on like Hinge, like dating apps, or like in public. But going to bars, I wasn't really that great. I had all the confidence in the world, but I'm 5'6" and I'm just standing next to dudes that are like 6 foot. It's just a bad look, right? But I don't know why. I just didn't wear sneakers that look fine and they add 3-4 inches. Like Hoka's add like 3 inches. There's plenty of sneakers where like I could have easily been 5'9" or 5'10", totally looking normal. And I would have done so much better at bars when I was single. That's one thing I regret about my single days. It's so obvious. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. I would get on Tinder and then be like, since I'm 5'10", I would just, what's an extra 2 inches? I'm 6 foot. Like, let's just be honest. Are you really gonna bust out the measuring tape?
Dude, the issue with that is every guy does it, right? But like every girl does the same thing. So like and I'm sure you know this, right? If a girl is 30 pounds heavier today, she's using pictures from 2 years ago when she was skinnier.
Oh yeah.
So I used to refuse to go on a date unless a girl FaceTime me. I just absolutely refuse. But a lot of girls don't want to do that. They don't want you to look at them for the first time when they're not hair done, makeup, whatever.
Right.
But so I would blow a lot of girls off just because they wouldn't FaceTime me, and I wouldn't risk losing my Friday night over some chick that's like 90 pounds heavier than her pictures. And there one time when I lived in Arizona, this is why I started FaceTiming girls. I showed up. It was just across the street from where I lived. Showed up. The girl was just not good. Did not look like her pictures at all. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. With all due respect, I'm gonna leave. You look nothing like your pictures. I'm sorry. I wasted your time, and I just walked out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had no tolerance for time wasting.
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you. I mean, that's just it's funny. Women, hopefully, if there's women listening to the show, I apologize. I'm sure there's some older women that look great, but the older women typically they start to get out of their prime, and men, the older they get, they typically start to get in their prime. Not always, there's circumstance for both, but typically.
You're right. I mean, I'd say a woman's prime in terms of looks is like 24. You think college? I was gonna say like lower mid 20s.
Yeah, I think I mean, I'd agree to that. I think once it just depends. If a girl's working out and stuff, like she probably has a good shot of looking great. But like once these girls once they keep going to the bar, keep eating the fast food on the weekends, like, dude, it's just all bad from there.
Oh, yeah, that was my number one rule. I would never date a girl that doesn't eat healthy and go to the gym, because even guys, girls, if you don't eat healthy and go to the gym, like, and you're going to get fat. It's just, you're definitely going to get fat. And you're right. Like, it's funny because I think like women, yes, you're right. They look better in their younger 20s, but like for being waifu material, they like mature a little bit. So like mid-20s is perfect. And then as a guy, we're kind of immature in their 20s. I mean, I am. But like once we hit like 30, right? A lot of guys have like safe corporate jobs. They make good money, better head on their shoulders. So we hit our prime like 30-ish, I'd say, which is interesting.
I agree. Yeah. Well, shit, I'm 29 now, so I better gotta lock in, make sure I'm really at my peak here.
Are you single, Randy?
No, I'm actually in a relationship. Yeah, so
nice.
Yeah, I have so with my
hopefully both
son's mother. So
that's right. Yeah, you have a son. Hopefully both of our girlfriends are not listening to this.
No, mine's working luckily, so I'm all right for now.
Yeah,
so,
mine tunes in once in a while, so I hope she's not.
That's hilarious. Question. So I know you and Antonio were just talking about this, but the second tier products like Select, Optic, those kind of like what's their status? I mean, when I was at the Pittsburgh Card Show this past weekend,
how was that?
Just really seemed it was all right. It wasn't too bad. I mean, some of the dealers were, it's just kind of like you would fit in there because you have influence. I mean, it's just really those kind of people were there. King of Cards, I'm not gonna lie, I met him. Kind of an awkward guy. Just throwing that out there. I don't know. Maybe it's because of short interaction, but to me, awkward guy.
I had nothing against him. I have met him one time, and I had a very similar experience. And I'm sure he's a great dude, but like,
nice guy. Just to me, he was just awkward. I mean, but I'm sure he can. If you could put it on in front of a camera, I mean, that's.
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah, he's great. He's great in front of a camera. He's great.
Yes. So maybe that's just the thing. It's just not a real human. So he should be smoother with the camera and his buddy holding it, I think the second tier products to me is just, I don't know. It seems like when I was at the show, it's just everybody's on this Topps Chrome kick. And I'm like, to me, I like Panini products better. I just think Topps is really good with their baseball products. They are really good with baseball. Always have been. They've had it for a long time. I just think the football stuff, I'm sorry, a Kaiju to me isn't that sick. I just don't think it's that cool of a product.
Yeah, I think those will fall off.
It's just, I mean, obviously it's going to take some getting used to when you have a choice because they're the licensed products. But just like second tier market, like Selected Optic, like where are they going to go? Because I mean, I bought a lot of Prism stuff, just the base rookies. But
yeah, well, I could tell you because I started cards in 2015, and back then, I believe Prism and Topps were both licensed products, and like Topps people loved Topps Finest, Topps Chrome, like Jameis Winston's and Bowman Chrome, like Derek Carr's, like those used to go crazy. But I would say Topps. Oh, you want Topps? Like this is good for cards. Take my word for it, because people just know what Topps is. They just know the product. Which one looks better? I don't know. I agree with you that Kanji crap, it's probably gonna die. It's Topps it's their attempt at making something similar to Downtown or Kaboom.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing. But yeah, you're right. It's people are just on that wave, right? You know how sports card goes. Hopefully, at this point, right, when everyone zigs, you zag. Everyone just kind of chases the same thing. When everyone does that, you go the other direction, and that's kind of how to make money. But yeah, you're right. Even at the New Jersey show I was at, I think I said this last week, but people were coming up to me with some crazy random Jaden Daniels second year card that sold for $5,000, and they were begging me to buy it. And I told them I don't want it. They're like, just offer me. I was like, $1,000, and they'd get pissed off and walk away. So you're right. In my opinion, you should steer clear.
But Select is still a good buy. Like
to grade, I think it's a good buy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Not the already graded yet. No, it's maxed out.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. And then one sidebar comment. I heard you're holistic. Aura ring. I don't know if you ever dabbled in those. I mean, I've never had a watch. I'm not a big watch guy unless I get a Rolex. But Aura ring's pretty nice. So it's definitely something to look into.
Yeah, I think Whoop kind of ripped them off and just made it a watch. So I think they do very similar things.
Yeah, very similar. I like mine a lot. I'm not a big ring guy either, but this is actually at least tolerable where I don't really notice it too much, to be honest.
They do, right? You have a sleep score and stuff, right? It does, I'm pretty sure it does almost the same thing.
Yeah, I'm in my sleep maxing era. right now. So
sleep maxing.
yeah,
That's what I'm trying to do.
You gotta have good sleep. It's so underrated. People are like, oh, I can function on like 5 hours. There's days where I can, but like
I can't.
Sleep is just so important. It's just
I can't even function off 6 hours. Like,
yeah. I'm just a deep sleeper. So for me, like when I do have 6, like today, this past night, I had 6 hours, but like, dude, I had some pretty vivid dreams. So I was in some deep sleep.
What were you thinking about?
Dude, just random stuff. That happens all the time, you know? It's just like me getting mugged and things like that, you know? Just normal cool stuff, you know?
Yeah.
You wake up and you're like, oh, thank God I didn't get mugged. That's cool.
That's funny.
And then mustard over ketchup. It's always anybody can come at me for that, but it's always
Hey, mustard's way healthier than ketchup.
Dude,
I learned
it's literally 3 ingredients, pretty much. It's so good, and you can't go wrong with mustard.
Yep, and sauerkraut is very healthy as well.
Yes, yeah. I used to not be a fan, but that's how I would break a fast with sauerkraut. It's just you will appreciate anything after a prolonged fast.
Oh yeah,
that's the way. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, I appreciate it. Well, I'm going to talk to one of your guys about upgrading my status in your program, so I could be.
The onboarding call. Oh yeah, make sure if you have any questions, if you've been through some of the videos, make sure you ask. It's a good place to ask.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, you're very good about it. Just being to the point with your videos and explaining stuff. So I'm pretty impressed. But I got to make some clickbait content of bought Eric Michael's program, and that way people.
You should make a piece of content like I bought this program that was a scam in quotations in the next slide, and it's actually not. It's amazing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. And then I guess my question for you is, what if I'm assuming people that kill the program you offer employment to, but is there like a referral program from the standpoint of like, hey, I had a good experience, therefore you should click my link in my bio. That's not like not OnlyFans, but Eric Michael's link, hey, like
that would be more
affiliate program.
So putting like a link in like your Instagram and people clicking it, that's more like affiliate. We don't do that because our people, the average person we teach is like a 40-year-old man that has a good job and they're not really like posting stuff on Instagram, so we don't do that. But yeah, if you want to refer some of your friends, you can there's a form in the program, you just fill it out, and depending on which program they buy, we just PayPal you the money. I think we send you for the first program. I think it's $500. We send you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to your hype maxing. I appreciate you, and
thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Randy. You have a good one too.
Yep. Later, bro.
Bye. All right, I gotta give that a wrap. I talk too much. Sweet. You get a 40-year-old woman looking absolutely amazing. You got yourself a Pop 10 101. They out there though. They are out there. I agree with you, Michael. Thank you for the words of wisdom. I've seen comments online of people think like. They'll make jokes that I talk about dating sometimes, and they'll say like, "Hey, like, go teach a dating program. You suck at cards." So hopefully those people get a whiff of this. They'll go crazy. Maybe they'll clip this stuff up and post it. But cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We'll be back mañana. We do this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and